Hello.
Hello.
Hello, this is the voice of Melissa.
This is Katrina.
We
Don't call me Katrina. We're not going to do that.
We have names.
Yes.
We use them.
Yeah.
I think we forgot.
And pretty much every episode
to
before
say
this
our
one.
names.
So hello.
But I'm Melissa.
And I'm Kat.
Do our voices sound the same?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think I have a very deep voice because I'm 5'6.5".
I've been told I have
Does
a
that
deep
even
voice
make?
on the
Does that
phone.
make you have a deep voice? I don't know.
I
I don't know if that's a statistic or not. But I don't think it is.
Tragical.
All right, let's see. I turned the fan off.
Yep.
We said our names, which we've been forgetting to do.
We're also going to really try hard to cuss less.
Oh, yeah. I never really realized you never realize how much you cuss until you record yourself.
And then you listen back and you're like,
Oh my
no.
gosh. I say the F word every other word.
Yeah, me too.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So we're going to try and do less of
I
that.
can't
I mean,
believe-
we're still probably going to
No,
cuss.
honestly, I
but
can't believe how much I cuss.
We're both relatively intelligent. I swear.
Like, such a potty mouth.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Jeez Louise. This is Melissa again, in case you forgot already.
This is Kat. Hello.
Woo!
All
We watched. Kat picked this
We did.
week. She picked.
Yeah, Alice in Wonderland.
Oh my god.
The 1951 animated version.
I love Alice in Wonderland so much. I think Alice in Wonderland holds a special place in our hearts.
Yeah. Our dad used to sit, so our house was set up really weird and our rooms like were right next to each other and there was like a weird like wall
Basically,
right between our doors.
there were basically like 3 doors literally next to each other. Like the one at the end of the hall
Was my
so you're like
room.
walking down a narrow hallway. At the very end of the hall was Kat's room. Directly next to her door was my door, and then directly across from me
was the bathroom.
door.
Yeah. So there was like this weird wall that my dad used to just sit on the floor and lean against that wall and he would read us Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass all the time because we could have both of our doors open and he would be able to read to both of us.
to sleep.
So yeah, and it's one of his favorites. He loves weird stuff like that.
But yeah, Alice in Wonderland definitely holds a special place in my heart.
Yeah, me too.
I love her. It's like the whole movie's an acid trip.
Yeah, man.
Literally.
This one doesn't have a part. It's the
Literally, actually.
I never realized how quick everything happens until I was taking notes, and then I'm like,
It changes so drastically,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm like writing notes about something, and then something else is already happening, and I couldn't keep up. I didn't realize how quick it goes.
It's such a
short
fun movie. It's so colorful and fun.
Yeah.
I'm like a 7-year-old. Like if it's not colorful, I'm uninterested. I need constant
Yes.
colorfulness.
And how does it start?
Forced credit because it's a 1950s. 50. What did we say? It was?
51. And of course, Mary Blair is one of the beautiful animators, so that's why it's absolutely gorgeous. I just am obsessed with her and everything she does. So.
I just
And
go
it
along
starts
with whatever you
with
say.
Dinah, which our kitty is named after. Our
we named
first
cat,
baby.
our sweet baby angel. She's not an angel.
I don't know about
She's
any of those
actually
words. She is not sweet,
devil.
a baby, or an angel. So
I took exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 notes. I don't think Kat can count her notes. I just can't take notes.
I feel like I have to.
I'm like a take it and what I get is what I get. When I took the SATs, I just winged it and I got like an 1880 and that really just like
You're smart.
that really just like told me right there. It was like, Melissa, you don't need to study.
Oh no.
You're just smart.
And then there's me, the college dropout.
I remember everything. That's why.
But you say it all out of order, and then I have to correct you.
Only if only if it's Wreck-It Ralph, because I hate Wreck-It Ralph. I just hate Wreck-It Ralph.
no.
Oh man.
Okay, so it shows Dinah. She's playing with Dinah, talking to Dinah. She starts making a flower crown instead of listening to what her teacher says.
Yeah. Also, like, that's her like private tutor or something, right? Like we can assume. Like I don't really know.
So she's probably rich. I'm assuming.
Alice is like total rich girl. Mm-hmm.
She's wearing like 10 petticoats, so I'm gonna assume that she's got some money.
So she's like, also, that would be so nice to have like a tutor and just like sit in the tree and
make a flower crown.
Her
instead
poor
of paying
teacher
attention.
though, like she was like climbing trees and like
She's
playing
over
with a cat.
But then she just disappears.
And she's like, we're trying to learn the alphabet, Alice.
Yeah.
Okay, I think she's past learning the alphabet, but you get my point.
No, she's supposed to be like 12, right? I mean, obviously it's past learning an alphabet, but
she's like a kid though.
Yeah,
for sure.
But yeah, then the teacher just like is gone and she's just wandering around.
Oh yeah.
The teacher just disappears. Like she's just not there and she's wandering around in a world of my own. There would be talking flowers.
Okay, but
where did the teacher go?
Okay, so this movie is basically about Alice having like an acid trip. No? Like, am I wrong?
I think it's like supposed to be about like a kid's like really overactive imagination.
I think her teacher dosed her. I think her teacher was fed up with her shit and dosed that. She said, we're having a good day. So her teacher doses her.
Oh, no.
And she has an acid trip. So she's just laying down in the field and all of a sudden she sees the white rabbit.
And she's like, oh, it's a white rabbit in a waistcoat. And then she lets that go. And then she sees the clock. And she's like, with a clock. And she like panics.
Where's he going?
And she follows him.
Yeah.
Okay, this whole movie is about Alice being obsessed with the white rabbit.
Yeah, she's
literally
obsessed.
The entire movie. It's kind of, I never really realized.
She's obsessed.
I love, and then she follows him down the rabbit hole and she falls. And Dinah, my favorite part.
Goodbye,
Dinah's little
Dinah.
wife. She's so cute. She's just waving.
She's so cute.
That would be our Dinah if we fell down a hole. She'd be like, bye.
She would not even care, yeah.
Bye. She's
falling down the hole
and she's chill.
Floating.
She's super
so
chill.
calm. She's like,
I'd be screaming bloody murder.
Yeah.
Freaking the hell out. Mm-hmm. She grabs a book, starts reading it, sits in a chair.
Read a book, yeah.
She's chill.
I love how the colors are changing and like, it's just such a pretty movie.
Is really,
It's so fun.
They don't make movies like that anymore, that's for sure.
Super cool.
And then there's the doorknob. No, I think he's the most like unhelpful thing in this whole movie, and everything is unhelpful. I love how
he's like, get the key. Like everything he says just goes.
My favorite is impassable. Nothing's impossible.
I know. That's like my new slogan, bro.
But then so she gets the bottle that says drink me. Like, yeah, okay, sure, Dan. Let me just drink this random liquid that I don't know what it is.
She is not good for parties. Do not bring Alice to a frat
is going
party.
to get roofied. Yeah, she just drinks it. And then he's like, oh,
it said drink me.
It's locked and the key's up there. You didn't get it.
And then it magically appears, though. That's what's annoying.
Yeah.
It's like it wasn't there, though. I'm frustrated if I'm
And
honest.
then he's like, you just gotta get it. And then there's the cookie box, and she eats a cookie.
Magically shows
just
up.
Eats a cookie. Again,
those cookies were actually they're very ornate. I probably would have had one of those. I'm not drinking out of a strange bottle, but I'll eat a fancy cookie all day.
Oh man. Then she gets huge, starts crying.
Oh my god, literally
she fills the room with her tears.
Literally the scene where Alice is just sobbing and fills up the room is such a mood.
And then she just calms down and she goes, I do wish I hadn't cried so much. Me after an anxiety attack.
Yeah, I think everyone on this planet can relate to that.
If you have a mental illness, you are Alice.
Like, are you kidding me? I do wish I hadn't cried so much.
Me, literally,
how does she get
every
small
day.
Again?
There's another drink me, isn't there? On the table. Because then she shrinks and then she's
too big and then she shrinks, but then he's like key. So then she gets big again and then she cries and fills up the room with tears. I think there's one
floating.
It just floats by or something? I think
so. And then she just grabs it and again
and then she falls in it. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And then she falls in it and then she floats through his mouth because she's super tiny now.
She drowns the freaking doorknob. Poor man.
Yeah, he'll be okay.
He's like,
he kind of deserves it.
Choking in there.
Kind of.
Yeah, he did kind of deserve it. He was kind of very unhelpful.
There's the dodo bird sitting on another bird that's being pushed by a bird.
Look at my fish.
Can I just say one thing?
Look at my fish.
Oh yeah, she got a fish. She got a beta fish named Whiskey. Marquette's tried to kill him night one.
Whiskey with an E, which is the Irish. No, Irish don't have an E.
I didn't know there was a difference.
Okay, so Irish whiskey doesn't have an E, but all other whiskey has an E. Or it's the opposite of that. I just don't remember. I know that.
I didn't know there was a difference.
I think without an E is Irish.
Yeah, because I was going to say I see it with an E all the time. So I'm going to assume.
I think, yeah. So he is not Irish. He's not an Irish beta fish. He's a regular beta fish.
If you're not Irish, you're just regular.
You're either regular or you're Irish.
Perfect. Can I just say, there is an insane amount of birds in this damn movie, and I hate it. I hate birds more than I hate anything else in this world, and this movie has so many birds.
Yeah, so she's crying and she's floating in her little thing, and then like the big dodo bird.
Yeah.
What's his name? Does he have a name?
I'm pretty sure it's
Dodo bird.
Dodo, yeah.
He has a name.
They call him
like...
No, they call him Dodo because the White Rabbit talks to him later in the movie.
He's so fancy pants, and his name is Dodo.
He wears a waistcoat just like
so Dodo.
Yeah, is sitting on a bird being pushed by a bird.
He is a bird.
An extinct bird.
Sitting on a bird being pushed by a bird.
And you know where they wind up?
Honestly, literally imagine the trip you're having and you're just like, there's a bird and he's sitting on a bird and he's being pushed by a bird. I just love this movie so much.
No, I would not have birds in my trip.
Yeah, you don't like birds.
I literally
I only know
cannot
one type
put
of
into
bird.
words how much
I only know
hate
crows.
Birds. Yeah.
And dodo birds now.
Which are extinct, so that's useless.
Perfect. They get pushed up onto the little island.
Yeah.
And this is, I don't know why, but this part is like my favorite part. He's like sitting on top of a rock.
With a fire, warming himself.
He's getting warm, and there's just a bunch of like birds and lobsters
and starfish.
Also, why are the lobsters trying to get dry? So there's birds and lobsters, starfish, and just a bunch of animals, and they're all running in a circle trying to get dry.
Yeah.
But they're getting like crashed by waves, and every time a wave comes, the dodo bird just picks up his fire and then like puts it back down. He's just huffing away.
And
at his
Alice
pipe.
is like, this is like,
this doesn't make sense. We just keep getting wet.
Also, I have a question.
What?
Is this like other water, or is this still her tears? Like, did she cause this?
I mean, yeah, it's her tears.
Like, still like inside of Wonderland?
I think you're looking way too far into this.
Just like, did her tears mix with?
I don't. First of all, none of this makes any sense. So I don't know why you're even asking this question.
Okay. Anyway,
jeez. So she gets bored with them running in a circle.
She leaves.
Does she see the White Rabbit? Probably.
No, the Tweedles show up. They just like.
Yeah, but why does she leave the party? Why
she's just tired of wandering around in a circle, and she sees that there's like a beach.
That's what I'm saying.
She just walks.
I thought
off.
maybe she saw the White Rabbit.
No, she was just like, this is dumb.
So she's like,
Alice's only smart moment.
She said, this is the worst party I've ever been to in my entire life. I'm having a really bad time.
Yeah.
And so she goes into like the forest, and my Fupa Kings come in.
Fupa Kings. Oh my god. They have fupas.
I love them so much.
I do too. I love the Tweedles.
They're so cute. They just want to tell you a story. And they make bouncy noises when they bump into each other. And it's so cute.
What were those? Do you remember those weird round bold things that were like different colors?
What are you talking about?
No, I have to find
balls that were different colors. Yeah,
they were like people. No, they were. It was like a show.
Weeble wobbles?
No, they were like different colors. It was a show, and they were like bald. They were really weird. Oh my god! Wait,
what are you fucking talking about? Are you talking about Higglytown Heroes, bro?
Blue booba.
What? What? I have never seen that before.
I'm literally crying.
That looks like a carpeted dildo. I'm not even trying to be terrible.
That's what they remind me of. We'll post it on our Instagram so that you guys can see what I'm talking about.
What the heck is a booba? Don't show me that ever again.
I'll post it on my Instagram so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay, that's what the Tweedles remind me of. Anyway, so they start telling the story about Walrus and the Carpenter.
Oh yeah, I love the Walrus and the Carpenter. And remember, I was trying to think of like, it's like the months that have an R in them. Or no, the months with an R in it,
you can eat.
Can.
Yes.
Which makes sense, because you don't eat like summer clam.
Ew. Don't ever say summer clam ever again. I'm still crying from booba.
No.
Okay.
Or are they're oysters. No one wants to eat a summer oyster.
Not any better. So then they just like, are just walking around, and they're talking about something beforehand about how something's not going to be ready for like months. And I think they're the Walrus and the Carpenter. And so I was always trying to figure out
why are you always watching movies so intently? I'm probably barely paying any attention. Because they're just the Walrus and the Carpenter.
I didn't write that down either. I just remember.
They're just pitter-pattering along. They're weird. And the Walrus, I don't know how can Walrus stay out of water for a long time?
Yes. Remember, we saw the ones in San Diego.
Those are seals. Those are sea lions.
Really?
Those are sea lions.
They also have
sea lions.
Walruses
Seals.
out there, though. Walrus?
Walruses?
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 Walrus? I think walrus.
Walruses.
Okay.
Walrus? Is it just walrus again?
Probably.
You know how it's like
just...
deer and deer? It's just deer. They're all deer. There's a deer and there's the deer.
Yeah.
You don't say deers. You know, up north, they have like, you get like a day off of school for like the first day of the hunting season and stuff.
Oh, that makes me sad.
Honestly, okay, listen. As a Floridian, I'm upset because, like, in New Jersey, they have, like, fall break, winter break,
right now,
blah,
winter.
blah. I'm like, we had no freaking breaks.
No.
We literally had summer break, and then we had winter break.
And then if we don't get a good hurricane, we don't get
days off.
No.
We don't get snow days.
Yeah.
Like, we rarely get hurricane days.
Yeah.
And then they just have, like, the day off for, like, open season or whatever. And then, like, in New Orleans, they have a whole week off for, like, Mardi Gras. Every other state has, like, random time off. And, like, we did not. The walrus and the carpenter.
Yeah, man. So they're walking around and they see... How does he see the oysters?
I think he just smell
He just
them.
dumps his head under the water and they're there. And then the walrus walks down there.
Maybe it's like where do oysters hang out? They just knew where they were.
I guess. And then he's like, hey, come with us. And the walrus literally walks down
and
with a cigar.
The mom is the laziest bitch. She's literally like,
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I guess go or don't or like whatever. Like
this month has an R in it.
Dude,
it's March.
She seriously is like the worst mother.
Yeah, kind of. Bad oyster mom.
Are you kidding me? She was like, no, wait.
Don't go.
Don't go.
It's March. There's an R.
Don't leave.
Yeah.
She did not even try. Mm-mm. She was tired of being a mother, I think.
I think the reason I think about what they were talking about at the beginning is because he builds that like building that they eat in like 3 seconds. And so he's talking about something he's going to take months to build. And I'm like, well, you just built that in like 3 seconds. So I think that's
remember them talking about building anything.
That's what they're talking about when they first walk up. Anyway, so then they're like sitting all at the table. And then he goes and where does he get bread from? He just goes and starts cutting bread. Where did he get the bread from?
He had it in his pocket.
I don't know. Anything of bread?
I don't know.
So then he has the bread. He's making the bread and the olive oil and all that. And Walrus eats them all.
Yeah.
He eats them. Bye.
He ate them fast. Dude.
Yeah, man. He's a hungry walrus.
Little feet.
The oysters are really
little
cute,
side
actually.
story.
Yeah.
And then they're like, let's tell you another story, Alice.
Yeah, about Father William.
And then Grandfather William.
Yeah, man.
Who likes to stand on his head.
And she starts walking away. We'll never know the story of Grandfather William.
We'll never know. No. It'll end me. What does the Mad Hatter say? Why is there a raven like that?
Writing?
There's so many loose ends in this movie.
That one doesn't have an answer, though.
It probably does, and we'll just never know.
We'll
never know about is it Grandfather William?
I wrote
Father.
I wrote Father William.
Father William. I love that name.
William?
It's a nice name. Mm-hmm. I'm a real traditionalist when it comes to names.
So anyway.
William.
Moving on.
Grandfather
She's
William.
walking through the forest and she comes upon the house.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the White Rabbit's house.
Marianne! Marianne!
Also, if he lives with Marianne.
Yo, he needs to learn what the help looks like. Dude, that's your house.
Right.
And you don't even know what the help looks like?
No, he doesn't know what
He just
Marianne
finds he must be blind. He finds some random lady in his house and just assumes that it's his
She's
maid.
not even in the house yet. She's outside of the house. And he just assumes it's Marianne and starts screaming at her. Okay,
the rabbit.
They're in his house.
He's looking for gloves.
And everything is rabbit themed. Like, we don't have everything human themed in our house.
Imagine if we did.
Can we just have cadavers everywhere?
Like, what if my headboard was just like
a person,
a body, a human body?
I'm not mad at that. Like just a skeleton. Can we just skeletons everywhere?
I feel like it's because bunnies though have they have the long ears that only rabbits have. You know what I mean? Like humans don't. Like we don't have anything like that. You know the guy.
I'm so scared.
Okay, so there's like a circle and there's like a guy standing and his arms are up and then it shows his arms like other times.
Dad has a shirt with him on it.
What is that even?
What is that even?
Is that like called something? You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What if everything that humans had in their house was like shaped like that?
It's called the Vitruvian Man.
The Vitruvian Man. Everything in our house is going to be Vitruvian Man shaped from here on out. Who's Vitruvi?
I was going to say, it's Leonardo da Vinci, right? Yeah, it is.
Imagine, like, what if my headboard was just, like, a head and 2 arms, like, sticking
out? It's got a wiener, too. The drawing, which is ink on paper, depicts a man in 2 superimposed positions.
The medium?
With his arms and legs apart, inscribed in a circle and a square. It is kept in the, I'm not even going to try and say that.
This lesson.
What is it, supposed to mean? Oh, I have it here. The drawing represents ideal human body proportions.
Ah. See? What if our... Yeah, you got a short dick.
I wasn't going to say it, but
How many inches you think? Let me see. I'll tell you.
He got some big balls, though.
That's not ideal proportions.
No.
Leo, you're wrong. You're wrong for
the
this.
rest of him is pretty
proportionate.
He's got some pretty nice hair. Okay.
So all the furniture is rabbit-shaped.
We're just going to have all of ours Vitruvian.
And then he's yelling at Alice, calling her Mary Ann.
And then there's cookies on the counter. And what does she do? What Alice does best.
She cannot help herself.
She needs impulse control.
Alice, a little thick.
She needs impulse control.
She has big calves.
She's wearing so many petticoats that you can't tell.
She got anything some thick calves, though.
Good for her. It's from all this running around she does.
It's from running after rabbits.
So she just
eats someone's food because she's super rude. Even though, like, honestly, he's like forcing her to look for something that.
But like,
she doesn't really.
She's obsessed with him. She might as well help him with something. She's been following this freaking rabbit.
Now she's in his house.
God.
Honestly, sometimes you just gotta stalk people.
And then who just keeps like cookies that make you grow big on your freaking vanity? Yeah, that's what I keep on my vanity while I do my makeup.
White rabbit. And so then she gets really big and like blows up the house.
And he calls her a monster.
She is a monster.
I mean, she's just eating someone else's food.
And then one of my favorite
characters, Bill. One of the best characters in this whole movie. He's really just trying to live his best little lizard life.
I love lizards.
Yeah.
I love Bill.
We
just walking by with his ladder.
We tried to be iguana mamas.
We're not talking about that on this podcast. We will never talk about that on this podcast.
Oh, no.
I will never talk about them. No one needs to know their sad lives.
I want to get a bearded dragon.
No.
Why?
We have 3 cats and a fish.
You got a fish on impulse, and I can't get a bearded dragon.
I saw a fish. I want a fish.
And I want a bearded dragon.
I get a fish.
Okay. And I want a bearded dragon. They're so cute.
Remember the iguanas?
Okay, but I don't want to go. It started bad.
Do you remember?
It started bad. We should have just like gone to Key West and just stolen them.
Honestly, that did not go well, and we're not getting a fucking bearded dragon.
Okay.
We can't get a bearded dragon because we have cats. You'd have to keep it in your room. Your room's gonna smell like poop. You don't want that.
Where else would I keep it? In the living room?
That's what I'm saying. Are you gonna keep it in your room?
Yeah, man.
It's gonna smell like poop in your room. You think they smell good?
I know they don't.
They eat crickets. Good. You have to feed it live crickets.
I know that.
And they're going to chirp.
Anyway, so Bill crawls into the house. And he
doesn't want to.
No.
Freaking Dodo comes up,
forced.
too. And
yeah, where does he come from?
Dodo needs to mind his own damn business. And that's what I think.
He's walking on his own legs, though. He's not being carried by another bird.
No, he's alone this time. Probably because all the other animals drown.
Yeah.
Because he kept letting them get whooshed by water.
So then they shove Bill down the...
They make him go down the chimney. Why? I'm not...
He's a chimney sweep, so then like...
What is that going to do?
They said to pull her out through the chimney.
And then they decide, how does he get... Oh, she sneezes and shoots him up in his face. And he just goes,
bye, Bill. Poor Bill.
Poor Bill. Alice is so freaking sensitive, dude. Like, she
literally could not care less about anyone else.
Poor Bill. So Bill gets shot in freaking space.
My favorite part, though, is when they're like, we're going to burn the house down, and her arms just go... like, her arms just start flapping.
Flap her arm.
Because she literally can't move anything
iconic.
else.
Alice blowing up in a house going...
It's really good.
It's so good. My legs are like, I haven't shaved my legs in a while, and they're nice and hairy, and I'm like running my hand up it, and it feels so nice.
You want to feel mine?
Absolutely. Kat never shaves her legs. I shave mine often, but I wear like really tight leggings a lot, and then like it's uncomfortable.
I shave up to where my socks go sometimes.
It's uncomfortable to wear leggings with like long leg hair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
Anyway, moving on. So Bill gets shot into space.
Yeah.
And then...
So Dodo's a pyromaniac and starts
Dodo is like, why don't we just burn your house down? What is he freaking talking about?
And then Rabbit's freaking out.
He's like, we'll smoke the monster out. Like, that's a really bad idea.
And then White Rabbit starts being like, I gotta go.
Oh my gosh. Also, he's like, no, please don't. But then he's like ripping off his own gate and like throwing it
onto the fire.
Like, honestly, it's like when you know you're doing something so wrong, but you just keep doing it.
Also, if you think about it, she's definitely crushed every single wall and every single piece of furniture in his house by her giant dress and petticoats.
But then he's like, let's burn your house down to get her out. That's a really bad idea.
Get the insurance money, and then you get a whole new house. What are they going to say with the insurance money this time?
There's a giant carrot out of the garden. And he like,
freaks out.
He's like, not my carrots.
No, he thinks she's going to eat him. And then she eats the carrot.
Oh, yeah.
And wow, why does the carrot make her shrink?
Nothing makes any sense.
I don't know why.
Then the carrot makes her small.
Yeah, and then she runs out.
And then she GTFOs, yeah, wouldn't you? And then he's late for his date.
Yeah.
So she follows him again.
Dodo asks Alice for a match. She was the monster, bro. She's gone.
He's been huffing his pipe all day, so he doesn't have any freaking matches left.
Yeah.
Remember when you had to have a match, like, with you? Like, you had to have a matchbook? Mm-hmm. Lighters are great. Anyway,
so she's walking through, and then she comes upon some bread and butterflies and a rocking horsefly.
Oh.
And then
the rudest
flowers.
The rudest flowers of all time.
Bro, I would throw hands.
Me.
I would literally throw hands.
They love to sing them. The song is terrible.
Golden Afternoon. Oh my god. I love Golden Afternoon. It's such a bop.
And then Alice tries to sing. Okay, so all the flowers are singing. And then Alice chimes in and ruins it.
Yeah, man.
But they're also supportive still. They're like, oh, A for effort.
Until they try and figure out what kind of.
And then the one is like, what kind of flower are you, girl?
What'd she say in Alice Genius or something?
Yeah, she
like that?
She comes up with something quick, though. You gotta admit. Alice is she's a problem solver.
Just eating stuff and calling herself a Genus Alice.
Genus Alice. And they're like, oh. A weed. Ooh. Are you a weed?
They said, that bitch a weed.
And then they kick her out of their garden.
Wait, but can I just say that the song Golden Afternoon reminds me of Kingdom Hearts.
The Golden Afternoon song?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but I don't even remember it being in Kingdom Hearts.
They play like part of it, yeah.
I love
Call
Kingdom
her a weed,
Hearts.
they mock her, and then she starts walking away. And this is when the real acid trip starts.
Who? Yeah.
Caterpillar's also kind of a dick.
I hate that he has 6 feet and 6 hands. And they're just like coming off his body. He doesn't have arms.
Yeah, they're just there. But if you really think about it, aren't they all feet?
Oh my gosh, the caterpillar freaks me out.
He's kind of an asshole.
He is a total dick.
He's like the rudest. Like ruder than the flowers.
Honestly though, I can only blow O's and he can blow like crocodiles. So I'm impressed.
He's also drawn, so.
True.
He's like talking to her. He hits his own hand, which is kinking his hookah.
Oh yeah, and she laughs at him and he's not having it. Also,
and then his butt starts falling off.
Yeah.
That part's really good.
His own butt.
We've all been there. We've all been
Imagine like somebody just saying like a recite and you just have to know something.
Yeah, man.
You know what I would learn if I had to remember something to recite? This is for Rachel, you big fat. I'm gonna learn that. Oh my god,
ass bitch! Why you took me out the motherfucking schedule? What you
Oompa body ass bitch, thin hard bitch. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna teach my.
That was all of our
children.
cussing in one.
That's what I'm gonna teach my kids.
But
that's
like, okay, wait. What is the
recite.
timeline on this one? What do you your? They definitely did not have cars. So I would say it's before A Christmas Carol.
What?
Yeah.
No.
You don't think so? You think Alice's family has a car?
I think they probably, yeah. I think this is probably around A Christmas Carol. I feel like they're probably like getting onto electricity. Like Alice is rich, right? Like I bet her family is like getting electricity installed in their cottage.
Do people dress like that then?
Yeah, because remember the teacher? She has like a bonnet and like a top coat.
I guess so.
I'd say this is like a little bit after A Christmas Carol.
Before Aristocats?
I think they definitely have like horse-drawn carriages.
But also a couple vehicles.
But they're like those real This is like Sherlock Holmes time.
Okay, I see that.
This is like...
We're adding another franchise in there.
This is definitely Sherlock Holmes era.
I feel that. Okay, I see that.
I don't know when that is.
I don't know when that is either.
1710. 1940. That's my guess.
The book was written in 1865. But I'm not really sure when.
Wait, what?
Also, Alice is supposed to be 7.
Oh, no. She's definitely not in the
book.
Disney, yeah. Not in Disney's terms. She's gotta be at least 10. With those calves.
Yikes.
Can I put my feet by you?
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so his butt's falling off, and then he starts swinging.
Wait, this was written in 18-something?
Yeah.
I have no idea how history happened. I really need someone to explain. Didn't we say that Lady and the Tramp was
Like the
turn of the century though?
20s. Yeah, 1920s.
And they still had like candle lights.
I'm just saying the book was written. I'm not saying
Okay, but he can't predict the future.
But the movie is gonna not be like, the movie isn't like exact to the book.
Yeah, but think of the drawings in the book.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now I have no idea now. I redact.
So there's like factories and stuff like in the book drawings.
So this is like 1850.
Ish, yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Well, so we were far off.
I was extremely wrong. When is Sherlock Holmes? Look up when Sherlock Holmes existed. Was he a real person? I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
He was a real person?
No.
Oh.
I'm saying it takes place around that time though.
So ignorant.
Late 1870s to the late 1880s.
Okay, so I was right.
Yeah. It's before.
A freaking baller. Anyway.
Now that we've gotten that out of the way.
Now that we've established our time and place on Earth.
So she gets really far.
But this is also like, is this like London?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's English, right?
Yes.
I don't know why I said London so disrespectfully.
Like it's the whole of the UK.
London. That's the way I said it too, though.
Anyway.
Where the hell even were we, honestly?
So his butt falls off and then he starts yelling at her and then so she walks away all mad.
Oh, yeah.
Because she starts reciting
the
and
caterpillar's
he's like,
butt
no,
falls
you're
off.
wrong. Yeah. And he tells her she's wrong, so she gets pissed and leaves. And then
he
he calls her back.
Freaking weird nonsense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he calls her back, and somehow she's gone. Like, so she walks away,
and it takes her 3 seconds.
He calls her back,
and then it takes her 20 minutes to get back.
And then it takes her 20 minutes to get back.
Yeah, man. And do you know what he says to her?
If that doesn't just describe an acid trip right there, like you just walked away from somebody, but then it takes you 20 minutes to get back to them. Like,
I'll just say one sentence.
All he says to her is,
keep your temper. Oh, he would have caught.
Are you kidding me?
Hands. Caught these hands.
He's the rudest.
I would have.
He yelled at her.
Screamed at her, and then he screams at her again.
He literally shouts in her face and turns red like a crazy, like a whole crazy person.
He gets so mad that he just poof is gone.
He didn't even like cocoon or anything. He just turned into a butterfly.
Yeah,
that's not how it happens.
And then he turns into a butterfly, and then he screams at her again about the mushrooms. He literally gets in her face and screams at her again. But keep your temper. Calls her back on a 20-minute long trip to say, keep your temper, and then screams at her.
That'd be like if I told you to keep your temper.
I would literally... Yo, my thing is if you tell me to calm down, you are literally going to get your ass beat. I will literally punch you in your throat.
I wish you guys could see Kat's face right now. I've never seen her so angry.
I get so angry when people tell me to calm down.
When they're the one being like,
yeah,
out of control.
And at all ever. Just don't tell me to calm down. I hate it.
Honestly, if you're an adult, do not tell another adult to calm down.
That's what I'm saying.
That is going to do the opposite of calm them down.
That is not going to help anything.
That's a factual statement.
Amen.
That is the first decree of the Tragical podcast.
Especially if the person you are talking to is from Tampa. Bruh.
Listen.
You going to catch these hands.
You don't tell anyone
we gonna
from Tampa
throw down.
To calm down.
You
can get something
coming
down.
Out.
It ain't going to be calm.
Doorbell ring. D, did you get food? Should I go see what
D. Anthony.
BRB.
Ooh, maybe it's Shmeka. Maybe it's what I bought you.
Oh yeah, I forgot you bought me.
I bought Kat something from a podcast that we both listened to. I bought her a podcast but outside enamel pin. And she's gonna love it. I bought myself one too. I love that podcast. What'd you get?
I don't know, it was for D.
I told everyone what I got you.
Oh no, I didn't hear.
You'll probably get it before this comes out, but it's in the United States Postal Service.
So it's just could be
It's in their hands.
It could be anything.
Yep.
Oh my god, I almost just died.
They're gonna bring it to our house.
Okay.
What is their thing? In rain nor sleet nor hail nor... Look it up. The United States Postal Service mantra. Look it up.
It's Google whatever it is. It's fake.
In rain nor sleet nor snow nor hail nor sleet nor rain nor snow.
Neither snow nor rain nor heat nor gloom of night stays these couriers from the swift completion of their appointed rounds. I thought it was gonna rhyme.
You make an S. U-S-P. S.
I wish you guys could see her. She looks so stupid.
U.S. I don't know how to make a P. What's a P? Wait. What's a P in cheerleading?
We're going back in.
Okay.
We've gotten very distracted on this one.
It's fine.
Okay. So then she eats part of a mushroom. And
she eats the mushroom that the caterpillar was sitting on.
Yeah. One side makes you big and one side makes you small.
Literally, and this is Kat's favorite scene because...
Serpent! More freaking birds, first of all.
Kat loves birds.
First of all.
She loves them. She cherishes them. She prays for them every night.
This bitch screaming.
She's so angry. And also, isn't a serpent a snake, bro?
Yeah.
Does Alice in Wonderland look like a snake to you, bro?
I don't know. She seems pretty sneaky.
Are you kidding me? She's just yelling serpent at her. And she's like, I'm not a serpent. And she's like, you're here to eat my eggs.
Serpent. Dude. And then she even asks her, she says, do you eat eggs? And she's like, I mean, yeah. And then she's like, serpent!
Alice is, first of all, just not a snake. She's clearly not a snake.
If anyone's a snake in this, it's the dodo bird.
Second of all, if she was that big, you think 3 little eggs are going to fill her up?
Right.
Use your common sense.
She would have eaten that bird whole.
Her bonnet is on way too tight. She's the rudest bird.
She is wearing a bonnet, isn't she?
She's wearing a bonnet and glasses. She's the rudest, stupidest bird I've ever met.
What is with all the mothers in this wearing bonnets and glasses? The oyster mom is wearing it's technically her shell.
That designates you as a mother in the 1850s.
Glasses on the bridge of your nose.
You have to look like that. Now you're a mother. Well, glasses and a bonnet.
So then she's screaming at her about being a serpent, and then she eats another piece from the other side of the mushroom and grows tiny, and this bird starts screaming again.
And then she puts them in her pocket.
And then she gets tiny. She gets really tiny.
Baby tiny?
Yeah. And then I think she eats like a little bit.
Oh yeah, she eats them at the same time. She does a little.
And then she gets like a normal size. And then she's normal.
And then she's like, I'm keeping these for later because clearly these come in handy. She finally is getting it. She's like, should have kept the cookies.
And the drink.
And the drink. But I didn't because I'm stupid. So then she's like, you know what? I'm going to put this in my pocket. So she puts the mushroom pieces in her pocket. Mm-hmm. And she's finally catching on.
Yeah, man. And then one of the most iconic characters ever shows up.
The Cheshire Cat.
Yeah.
Also, isn't that Wendy's voice from Peter Pan?
Alice?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I always hear Wendy. Mm-hmm. I try not to, but it's just like I hear Wendy too.
She did like the testing for like the animation for both of them too.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's really cute like videos.
So she meets a Cheshire Cat.
Yeah, and he tells her to go towards either the Mad Hatter or the March Hare. But then she says, okay, so I'm going to go to the March Hare. But then he's like, well, he's partying with the Mad Hatter. So she's like, so I can literally only go one way.
Literally, yeah, it's giving her the most roundabout way.
I mean, everything else in Wonderland.
Isn't that Pooh Bear's voice too? The Cheshire Cat is Pooh Bear, I think.
Is it?
Look it up.
Are you about to blow my mind?
Yeah, it's Winnie the Pooh.
Alice in Wonderland.
Girl, I love Pooh.
Holy shit.
Yeah, the Cheshire Cat is Winnie the Pooh.
He also did Sir Hiss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, I knew that one too.
Wait, who's he in the Aristocats? Okay, wait a minute. He's in
No, don't tell me. In Aristocats, he's the mouse.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I bet, yeah.
He's the mouse with the beady eyes.
Hold on,
I can't think of his name. Thomas?
Roquefort. The mouse. I was waiting. I wanted you to guess it, but you were never going to get there, so... Roquefort. He's also in Bambi.
I said Thomas.
Roquefort, Thomas.
His name is... Are you saying English words?
It's Roquefort. Wait. Oh, wait. He's in Bambi, too.
Roquefort?
Roquefort.
R-O... We have to watch Aristocats now because Roquefort is not a goddamn name.
Who do you think he's in Bambi? Think about it.
I
never would have guessed this, so...
Bambi.
We have to watch that one too. It's been a long time since I've seen Bambi.
See the owl?
No. He's one of like the kind of main characters.
I mean, there's Bambi and Thumper.
And one more. Who is the other one of their like little trio?
There's a trio? The skunk?
He's Flower.
Flower doesn't talk.
Yes, he
does. Flower talk?
Yes,
I haven't seen Bambi
literally
in a really
says,
long time,
"You can call me Flower if you want." It's literally what he says. Oh my god, we've gotten so far off on this one. So then she walks into the tea party.
The Cheshire Cat's rude.
Yeah.
Tells her to go to a tea party.
And there's a lot of steam. I can only imagine how muggy that place is.
Move down, move down. Oh my gosh.
So muggy.
This is like, I can't even dissect this scene. I need to breathe for a minute.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Okay.
There's a lot happening here.
You've got, all right, imagine this. Mm-hmm. You walk into, first of all, there's 2 people in this little real long table. Okay, not people, but two. One of them has a giant hat and an incredible lisp. The other one
is just batshit.
is a batshit rabbit.
And then there's the dormouse.
He doesn't like really come in though until like later.
Yeah, love him.
Oh my gosh, they're literally like pouring tea into their sleeves, into their cups. They're like eating cups. They're like they're cutting cups in half and pouring tea into half cups. Oh my gosh, it's such a train wreck.
Yeah,
it
there's
gives
a
me
lot.
so much anxiety. Like,
and then they're talking about unbirthdays, and they're trying to explain to her what an unbirthday is.
I mean, how could you literally not understand? It's literally not your birthday. It's your unbirthday.
If we've learned anything, it's that Alice is not the most intelligent.
And then somehow she sets the dormouse off. How does she do it?
She starts talking about Dinah.
Oh.
And she says cat.
She says cat.
And
then
flips. Freaking flips.
The dormouse comes out of nowhere and starts losing his mind. And how do they calm him down?
They put jam on his nose. Wait, but when they're making the tea and he pours an entire sugar bowl in his tea.
Cat.
That's me making my coffee.
Okay. I would like to make an official statement on this. I would like to make an official statement to the world. Kat puts half a cup of sugar in a regular cup of coffee every day of her life. Are you going to deny it?
I think it's a 1/4 cup, but maybe it's a 1/3. I think it's 1/3.
I think it's 1/4.
No.
And you usually do more than one scoop. Don't you lie.
Depends on how big my coffee cup is.
Okay, so a fourth plus a fourth is?
I don't always do 2.
Okay, Kat puts a minimum of a fourth of a cup of sugar into her coffee
and
every day.
also a lot of either almond milk or whatever milk alternative,
Silk
soy milk, whatever I can get my hands on.
I want to try cashew milk.
Anyway, so Frey said over the cat.
They put jam on his nose, which is like, someone explained that to me because I don't understand.
Next time we fight, I'm just going to
throw some jam on my nose, bro.
I'm going to tell you to calm down.
Imagine we're having an argument.
Throw some jam on you.
Okay, so imagine we're having an argument and you just go to the fridge and like grab some jam and just slap it onto my face.
I think you would either laugh or you would beat the shit out of me.
Honestly, it's not that
depends on the
next
day.
time y'all fight with your friends. Yeah, just
let us know how it goes.
Throw some jam on that nose.
Yeah, man.
Why the nose? It's just all so weird.
Yeah. And then he says,
why is Raven like writing this?
Why is it so good? I'm scared. So a lot of people say that that's about Edgar Allan Poe because he writes about like ravens and he's
why do you know all of this?
I don't know.
He's not a writing desk. He's
no,
a
but
writer.
I'm saying
and he wrote The
writes.
Raven.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean it's about Edgar Allan Poe.
No, it's literally Lewis Carroll literally said it's not about anything. It literally isn't supposed to make sense.
So, but people just randomly came up with that because they're bored with their lives.
Correct.
It's like a Reddit thread somewhere.
At this point, Wonderland is just stressy to me. I would not be able to
I think Alice is starting to feel it too.
And
she's
then,
kind of sick of this shit.
Yeah.
Oh, would she leave?
No, because the White Rabbit shows up then.
Yeah.
And then he's talking about how he's late, and they said because your thing is messed up, and they throw...
Wait, is that what he was trying to get to the whole time? Was that party?
No, remember we said later that we think he's trying to get to the queen.
I guess so.
Yeah.
So he gets there, and then they just like, literally he's
tear
like, oh,
apart.
my clock, I think they're like, it's
they
broken.
say it's broken.
Yeah.
They throw, are you ready? I made a list. They throw butter, tea, spoons, and jam into this man's pocket watch. And then they're like just throwing it all on there. And then they throw the mustard on, and that's when he draws the line. And he's like, my watch, you put mustard on it. And I'm like, the rest of it was fine.
I'm trying to feel bad for the White Rabbit, but I can't.
Yeah, no,
because he's so annoying.
Yeah.
The way he talked to Mary Ann, he deserves everything that's...
And the fact that he doesn't even know who Mary Ann actually is also not great. So then he's like, oh my god, it's my own birthday too. And then they toss that fucker. They just pick him up They throw him so hard.
They are honestly me at a party. Like, I don't want you here. Just go.
Just go.
You gotta go. And then Alice is like...
Alice says your favorite line.
This is the stupidest.
She says this is the stupidest tea party ever. And Melissa lost her mind.
At this point, Alice is fed up with Wonderland.
She's done.
This is what Alice is like, you know
stressy.
what? I don't care about the White Rabbit anymore.
Man.
This is the stupidest tea party ever.
Man. And she
She straight up,
no more nonsense.
Straight up, this is the stupidest tea party.
And then walks away.
That.
She's like, all right, I'm done with the nonsense. No more nonsense.
And then it just gets more nonsense.
There's just more birds.
There are birds.
All the birds.
There's the womb rats.
Mome rats.
Womb rats.
Womb rats. Ew. Oh no.
The womb rats.
I don't like that. Mome rats. I think they're so cute.
Who's sweeping the path away.
Yeah, and she's like, why does she assume any path is gonna lead her out? She thinks it's gonna lead her out of Wonderland. And she starts crying again. Me too.
Yeah.
Crying and singing a depressy song. We've all been there.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
I give myself very good advice, but I always seldom follow it.
Yeah, me.
That's a bop.
And
I think we all do that.
Weird, random, I don't know if I'm going to call them animals. All the weird things start crying too.
Her song is touching. It's touching their
hearts.
It's
really funny to me. And then of course,
the Cheshire Cat comes along.
But he's just like, hey, by the way, you can just go to the Queen. And she was like,
and then he opens like a magical door in
a tree.
He's like, come this way.
And then painting the roses red. I like that part.
First of all,
really cool.
Let's discuss. You can't paint a rose. It's gonna look stupid. Second of all, they are sloshing.
Oh yeah,
they are doing
not even.
They are doing the worst job of painting anything I've ever seen anyone do painting something.
Yeah, man.
They are just like throwing paint everywhere. They are not even trying. Minimal effort is being made. Honestly, I think they're suicidal.
Maybe they are.
Because they're like, if the Queen sees these are white, she's gonna cut off our heads. But they're not even putting in the effort to not die.
But also, where did they come up with that? Because she literally talks about how much she loves her white roses. So where did y'all come up with the fact that they should be red?
I just don't know. What is it, like the 3 and the 4? They just stoop.
Yeah.
I love this scene though, where all the cards are like shuffling themselves and stuff, and they're all different colors, and they're like, this is like an acid trip within an acid trip.
Yeah.
At this point.
This part is really cool.
They're all like folding each other, and like unfolding and unfolding and unfolding, and they're all, like,
just
all different colors
and different suits, and like,
oh, I could watch that scene forever.
And then it's really cool because they all line up
and music in the background.
There are all the suits, but then like, she's the Queen of Hearts and he's the King of Hearts, but none of the other suits have a king or a queen.
No,
she off their heads.
Yeah, she definitely. She marked them.
So they.
I love the king though.
He has one stand.
Honestly,
cheers for him.
Like, oh yeah, yay! But like, he knows how to keep his lady in line.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
He's small.
He lets her do her thing, but like when she really is like going overboard, he knows how to calm his lady down.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, honey bun.
Let's have a trial.
How does she even meet Alice? Oh, yeah, because they're painting the roses red.
And then she
kills all of them. Yeah, they had to go. But then she's like, oh, you want to play a game? You like games? And she does.
Flamingos and hedgehogs.
I don't even know what that's called.
Croquet.
It's so British.
And they use flamingos and hedgehogs.
And the flamingos are abso-freaking-lutely not having it. Also, more birds. I know you like birds.
More birds.
And the hedgehogs are like definitely cheating.
Oh, the cards are cheating too. They're like moving. Yeah. And Alice gets the dumb flamingo.
And then Alice gets so mad. Also, can we talk about Alice's hair? Like, that girl needs toner. Her hair is so yellow. It's really upsetting. Why was yellow what they used for blonde hair in cartoons? Like, my hair is white. It is not yellow.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have blonde hair. It is not yellow.
Yeah.
Why did they use yellow?
I don't know.
Because it would clash with, like...
I guess because it was bright.
It's just upsetting, and I just want to bring Alice some toner. Alice, this is your pal, Melissa. If you're still there, give me a call. I'll come tone your hair out, girl. Anyway.
You good?
Yep, that's all I wanted to tell
So
her.
the queen misses.
Oh, yeah.
Hedgehog runs.
He tries to, like, move, and he doesn't move quick enough.
Yeah. Your favorite part. Everyone gets choked in this movie.
Oh, my
There's a lot of
There's
choking.
so much choking in this movie. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of choking in this movie. Lots of birds, lots of choking. If you like birds and choking, Alice in Wonderland. It's a movie for you.
Sure is. Alice does her thing, and she does horrible because they make her boo horrible. And then the Cheshire Cat shows up, and he's sitting on the queen, and he's like...
Oh, yeah.
Fucking with her. And
he, like, sits on her butt. She's got a shelf butt.
Yeah.
And the Cheshire Cat sits on her shelf butt.
And then she just gets really angry, and then he falls over. He makes her fall over.
Yeah, he makes the flamingo putter grab the back of her dress. So when she goes to like...
Somehow it knocks her all the way over.
Yeah, she's a little dramatic.
Yeah.
But then like her whole panties is out and she is not good.
No, she's angry.
She blows up. And that is when the king is like,
What about
a trial, dear?
tiny trial?
Tiny trial.
Like,
and
none
then
of the
all
cards.
they go to the trial, and guess what? All the jurors, birds.
Birds! More freaking birds!
They're
It's a bird nightmare.
They're
I
the
can't.
only birds.
God.
The whole jury is birds.
And then she gets like the best witnesses, none of which were there during what happened.
Oh yeah, the Mad Hatter's a witness.
The dormouse.
The dormouse, and he sees a cat and then freaks out, and they gotta jelly his nose
God.
again. Who else was a witness? Did the hair come to the trial?
Yeah.
I don't remember. It was the worst trial ever.
And Alice is just sitting there in her little booth, like,
She's
over it.
She's literally, like, honestly off in
done.
my head. I'm
Yeah.
calling it.
Please. Put me out of my misery at this point.
She is done.
She's very done with it. She I don't know why, but like it really bothers me that she keeps pointing out the Cheshire Cat when it's clearly not going well for her. Like, because he
Honestly.
shows up again at the trial, like on top of the queen's head.
Oh yeah, on her head.
Because they give
and
her
she's
like,
like, look, a cat, and the queen is like, stop fucking talking about a cat.
and that's when the dormouse loses it. And I just like, it's not going well for you.
She's
Stop
not.
mentioning him. Just learn from your mistakes, girlfriend. And then they put the jam on the queen's face instead of the mouse.
Oh, they
And
jam
then-
her face?
yeah.
It didn't calm her down?
No.
What a bummer.
It made her more angry. I know, only the
not
mouse
good.
apparently. So that debunks our theory that it'll work for
Jam
anyone.
on your nose? Not good.
No, just unless you're a dormouse.
Unless you're a dormouse.
So then she gets huge because she's like, I'm gonna scare them all. And I'm gonna eat my
Oh
mushroom.
yeah, she like reaches in her pocket and
she, like,
she's
remembers.
like, I forgot.
So
I got
she eats it.
shrooms
And
in
she
here.
gets I think she eats both of them, and then
think
she
she
gets
just-
huge. She shoves both of them in her mouth,
She just like, fuck it, rage
Yeah.
eats some
and then she gets
mushroom.
huge and starts screaming at the queen about like losing her temper and being a bitch. And then she gets really small, and then
Oh yeah,
It's
she
really
starts yelling at
awkward.
her, and then she gets small again. Yeah,
she starts running. And everyone's chasing her, and this bitch is running like a linebacker, like she's trying to make a
Alice is
touchdown.
getting out. Alice
Her
is
run
like, honestly, this is the
gets
worst.
me.
And then the screen just starts spinning, and then she's
And then
back.
she's like being yelled at, Alice, Alice,
she's waking her up.
Alice, and she's just asleep.
Sure, it was a dream. Sure. Mm-hmm. She's coming down from her trip.
And she just stands up, and Dinah's on her lap, and she just stands up, and Dinah just goes tumbling down.
Excuse me.
It's fine. And then she tells her to recite, and she starts doing the
Crocodile. And she's like,
I think I dosed you a little too hard.
I'm never dosing my students ever again.
She's like, all right, let's go home.
I think she's a mad scientist. Alice.
It's just, I feel like so much happens in
It
such
does
a small
move really
amount
fast.
of
I wonder
time.
how long that movie is. What was it? It's probably about an hour.
I think I just
Can I
had
guess?
it up.
59 minutes.
Hold on.
That's my guess.
Okay.
59 minutes.
Ooh.
Hour and 3.
Closer.
Hour and 6.
Keep going up.
Hour and 20.
Less.
Hour and 19.
15.
I love Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's a good movie.
It's kind of stressy at points, but poor
Yeah.
Bill, honestly.
Poor
R.I.P. Bill.
Poor Bill. I feel bad for Dinah. That poor cat, man.
Yeah,
Goes through a lot.
I feel
I feel
that.
like Alice is probably one of those kids that just like, death grips their cat all the time. Like, it's like borderline.
You love it so much, you're gonna strangle it.
But like, you actually do.
What are you rating Alice in Wonderland? I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
I give Alice in Wonderland, I'm gonna squeeze it below Cinderella at an 8.
Oh, really?
I like Cinderella more,
Yeah.
but I do love Alice in Wonderland.
I'm gonna give it a 9.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
I'm gonna give it a 9.
It's good.
I love this.
Even with all the birds?
Yeah, I mean, the birds don't play like a huge
It's like
part in it. They're just
it's significant, yeah, because of like our childhood.
Yeah.
And I love Alice in Wonderland, but it's not as good as Cinderella. Sorry.
I like
I'm
it.
squeezing her between Lady and the Tramp and Cinderella. Alice. Why do you give it a 9?
I enjoy the storyline. I enjoy the colors. I enjoy, it does have like a significance to like us. So like that also plays a really big part in it. I just try to ignore all the birds. And I like the nonsensicalness of it.
Yeah.
Like nothing makes sense and it's not supposed to make sense and it still makes you try to think about it.
Yeah.
But like it's still entertaining. I don't know. It's a good one.
I feel that.
I like it a lot.
I forgot to pick a movie, but I think I have one that I'm going to do.
Okay, what's next?
I want to see if you can guess it.
Oh, God.
It's one of my favorite Disney movies. It's new, but it's not new.
Like how new? Oh, Coco?
No.
No?
That's new. Are you kidding me? It came out like last year.
What?
It's like early 2000s, I feel like.
I don't know. I'm stressed now.
It's animated. It's Pixar. It's one of my favorite Pixars.
I don't know. Toy Story? Like one of the new Toy Stories? No? Which one? I don't know. You're making me stressed. I don't like guessing things.
I think we should watch Monsters, Inc.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
We do like Monsters,
because the last two we did were new. So I want to do, or we're old. The last two we did were old. So I want to do a newer one.
Do you want to do Monsters, Inc. or Monsters University?
Monsters, Inc. first, for sure.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I like love Monsters, Inc.
Oh, now I want to go to Disneyland and ride.
I know. Hopefully we didn't cuss as much.
I don't think we did. I caught myself a lot. And then I was very aware of when I did. So
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with cussing. I just like think it was kind of excessive.
And we were like, oh no.
I think honestly my just Aunt Sarah rage was where it really came in hot.
I think so.
Again, we have an Instagram, we have a Twitter, we've got Facebook.
And then you can email us at
email
Gmail.
us anything. If there's like a movie that's like significant to like your childhood that makes you like think of like your parents or something like that, like email us. Yeah, I want to know. Or if there's a movie that scared you, like The Rat, Lady and the Tramp, Petrified Cat and I. If you have anything like that, like tell us about it. I want to know.
Do it.
Hell yeah.
We'll try to get better at saying our names too.
Oh my gosh,
This is Kat.
This is Melissa.
Yeah.
That's Kat.
That's Melissa.
Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Okay.
All right. See you guys in 2 weeks.
Bye. Bye. Good morrow. It's elementary, Watson. These opinions are our own and are in no way associated with the film or the film's production company.
The cover art for Tragical Podcast was created by Johnny the Alchemist on Instagram. Give him a like and a follow to see more of his insanely good artwork and to contact him for any of your artwork needs.
The Tragical Podcast intro music was produced by Jahreezy. Contact information can be found on his Instagram at Jahreezy. Jahreezy.